Halo teman-teman, balik dengan gua Leonardo welcome home. Dan kali ini gua kembali mainkan game Detroit Become Human. Yuk kita akan langsung mainkan gamenya. Dan kali ini gua akan melakukan seperti janji gua, yaitu adalah mengenai mini video atau mini filmnya ya. Jadi di sini ada banyak teman-teman, ada 3, 6, 9, 11 ya. Oke, kita akan coba lihat aja mulai awal, yaitu adalah yang ini, short movie tahun 2013. Oke, kita akan lihat aja teman-teman. Nah, katanya ini masih prototype di PS3. Oke, di sini kita bakal lihat ada apa sih di filmnya. Mungkin ini openingnya dulu kah? Yang awal-awal, desain awalnya, nggak tahu gue. Coba dilihat aja ya teman-teman ya. Oke, ini AX400.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
ID.
APC 897504C.
Can you move your head?
Kamski kah?
Your eyes now.
Dia minta untuk ngecek setiap bagian tubuhnya mungkin.
Cervical and optical animation checked. Now give me your initialization text.
Hello. I'm a third generation AX400 Android. I can look after your house, do the
Buset.
cooking, mind the kids. I organize your appointments. I speak 300
Mendadak
languages and I'm entirely
menjijikan
your
jadi
disposal
bagus
as a
teman-teman.
sexual partner. No need to feed me or recharge me. I'm equipped with a quantic battery that makes me autonomous for 173 years. Do you want to give me a name?
Yeah. From now on, your name is Kara.
Dan di video ini
My name is Kara.
Initialization and
detailnya masih belum kelihatan ya, nggak kayak di PS4.
Now, can you move
Soalnya
your
ini
arms?
dibuatnya di PS3 teman-teman. Jadi ya bagus, cuman nggak bagus-bagus banget seperti yang ada kita mainkan itu. Detailnya masih belum sebagus
upper
itu.
limb connection checked. Now say something in German.
Ich bin eine AX400 Android dritter Generation, erschaffen als Ihr persönlicher Assistent und intimer Beziehungspartner.
Say it in French.
Je suis un androïde de troisième génération AX400.
Buset, bahasa lain.
Votre assistante personnelle et votre partenaire intime.
Okay. Now sing something in Japanese.
Nyanyi bahasa Jepang.
Multilingual verbal expression checked. Go ahead, take a few steps.
Dia bakal melangkah. Oke, bagus banget ya, sudah melangkah teman-teman.
Locomotion checked. Great.
Mulai
You're ready for work, honey.
dihias seolah-olah seperti
What's going to
manusia,
happen to me now?
kulit dan
I'll
lain-lain.
reinitialize you and send you to a store to be sold.
Oke.
Sold. I'm a sort of merchandise. Is that right?
Yeah. Of course you're merchandise, baby. I mean,
Dia
you're a
tanya,
computer with arms and
apakah dia
legs
itu
and
benda
capable
jualan?
of doing all
Iya.
sorts of things. And you're worth a fortune.
Oh, I see. I thought
You thought?
Dia tampak sedih.
What did you think?
I thought I was alive.
Shit, what is this crap? That's
Dia
not
sangka
what
dia
it's
hidup
called.
teman-teman.
More memory components going off the rails. Okay, recording. Defective model. Disassemble and check the required components.
You're disassembling me, but why?
You're not supposed to think that sort of stuff. You're not supposed to think at all, period.
Oke.
You must have a defective piece or a software
Dia kayaknya
problem.
dimusnahkan
I feel
teman-teman.
perfectly fine, I assure you. Everything is all right. I answered all the tests correctly, didn't I?
Yeah, but your behavior is non-standard.
Please, I'm begging you, please don't disassemble me.
I'm sorry, honey, but
Disebabkan
Defective
dia
models
itu
have to be
manusiawi,
eliminated.
maka
That's
dia
my job.
akan
If a
dimusnahkan.
client comes back with a complaint, I'm gonna have some explaining
Wow.
to do.
I won't cause any problems, I promise. I'll do everything I'm asked to. I won't say another word. I won't think anymore. But I've only just been born.
Dia
You can't
memohon
kill
buat
me
hidupnya
yet.
dan
Stop, will you please stop?
dibunuh kah?
I'm scared.
Dia takut.
I want to live.
Dia pengen hidup.
Begging you.
Dia memohon. Hah? Dia pasang. Dia nangis. Wow. Bisa kayak gitu ya. Dan dia dihidupkan ulang. Lalu apakah kita akan kasih dia kehidupan, teman-teman? Nggak tahu gua. Kayaknya sih gitu
Go
ya.
join the others.
Gabung sama yang lainnya. Yang lainnya jadi pajangan toko gitu, yang lainnya. Oke.
Stay in line, okay? I don't want any trouble.
Thanks.
Jadi pajangan toko, teman-teman. Yang lain itu nggak hidup, tapi hanya ada satu yang ini dia mulai membuka matanya dan dia hidup. Dia mulai untuk manusiawi, punya emosi dan lain-lain. Oke. Wow, hebat. Jadi itu pembuatannya ya AX400, teman-teman ya. Yang tugasnya adalah membantu, jadi dia itu adalah asisten. Jadi dia melakukan segala hal yang bertujuan untuk membantu kita manusia. Itu adalah kegiatan utamanya. Oke, kayaknya kita bakal pindah ke video yang kedua ya. Ini soalnya sudah selesai, teman-teman, video yang pertama. Dan oke, bagus banget. Ini 2 tahun kemudian ya. Tadi tahun 2013, ini 2 tahun kemudian, dimana openingnya sudah mulai beda, tapi belum detail. Oke. Di jalan kali ini.
Detroit. This is where it all began.
Oh iya, ini opening yang itu
The
apa?
world's forge.
Yang ada lagu-lagunya, yang ada apa, pengisi-pengisinya siapa aja gitu. Ini beda sih.
And it will all
Beda.
one error, and I came to life.
Ya,
I
lebih
stepped
beda.
out of the darkness, and I opened my eyes.
Oke.
First there was the fear, the light, the noise, the cold.
Dan perbedaan tampilannya sudah mulai kelihatan sedikit ya dibanding yang 2 tahun lalunya itu.
Pounding in my chest,
Tentunya udah beda, teman-teman. Kalau kalian lihat
running into my
udah lebih
veins.
bagus.
I wanted to live. I fought for that.
Oke.
I had to find out
Wow.
what was outside.
Ini sudah bagus tapi belum detail ke PS4, masih ke
Feel
tampilan
sunshine
PS3,
on the
PS3
skin.
gitu.
Wind
Belum kelihatan
on my
nyata
face.
soalnya. Bagus tapi belum nyata.
To see the world. The colors.
Nah, detailnya masih belum begitu kelihatan, tapi udah mulus, udah bagus, teman-teman ya. Weh. Yap, kita kehujanan di sini.
The world is not what I imagined. It is dark and cold. It is harsh and violent. Unfair. and
Demo-demo.
brutal. It
Banyak manusia
almost
kehilangan
convinced
pekerjaan
me I
soalnya.
was nothing.
Mana tuh? Android patuh, nggak bisa sakit dan lain-lain, bisa melakukan segala hal lebih optimal dibanding manusia. Ya
Deep
pastilah.
inside me, I could feel something different. A
Oke, dia
gentle
tampak
and warm
beda
whisper telling me that I am alive. I had
Dan dia hanya pengen ngasih tahu bahwa dia itu hidup ya.
Escape to love, to hope, to live, to figure out what that force inside me was. Maybe I will change the world. Maybe I will choose a different path. Now,
Oke, ingin mengubah kehidupan dia.
My name is Kara.
Wow.
I am one of them.
Oke.
This is our story.
Sudah mulai kelihatan simbol Androidnya sudah mulai hilang ya di sini ya. Sekilas kalau kita lihat tadi sudah mulai hilang, tapi itu ditampakin di belakang endingnya bahwa itu belum hilang, jadi ada simbolnya yang masih ada. Jadi kalau kita sekilas lihat bagus banget gitu. Oke. Dan di sini yang ketiga teman-teman, kita akan melihat mengenai kota Detroit mungkin ya. Dan untuk tahunnya mungkin dibuat di tahun yang sama, yaitu adalah 2015. Soalnya nggak mungkin dipecah-pecah bukan? Oke, kita akan lihat. Openingnya sudah 2015 ya teman-teman ya. Cuman belum bagus detailnya.
David and Guillaume got back in touch about making Detroit. I wasn't terribly surprised they decided to make it because the fan response was so
Ini bedanya apa sama yang tadi?
So it makes sense that they would choose to do that after the enthusiasm. It was a challenge and it was just an interesting thing to get my head around.
Ini yang
How to approach this
mengisi.
character now as a different
Ini yang asli teman-teman, yang
and
ngisi.
whether or not she had changed, and
Tokoh-tokohnya.
I'm very happy to say that with Detroit I've had the opportunity to see Kara grow so much more than I ever expected.
Iya loh, potongannya sama loh.
You take care of
Gila, bagus banget.
Alice.
I mean, she starts out essentially how she does in Kara.
Nah ini nggak tahu nih, bintik-bintik itu kayaknya untuk menangkap mimik muka kita mungkin ya. Untuk namanya alatnya apa, gua belum tahu sih. Gua nggak meneliti sampai segitunya, tapi apapun yang dilakukan dalam game, betul-betul mimik mukanya tuh mimik muka asli kayak gitu. Jadi emosi yang kelihatan kayak gitu. Jadi ya susah teman-teman. Ini game tapi seolah-olah itu adalah film yang ya manusia asli yang acting gitu. Jadi nggak gampang buat game ya. Ditambah lagu yang cukup emosional, itu bisa menggoncangkan emosi kita. Wow. Bapak Markus.
I have 83 dots on my face and really flattering black wetsuit type thing, and you're jumping around with props. So it's kind of like being a 10-year-old imaginative kid, which is fun. There's 80 cameras around us. It's already lit, so we just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot.
There's no change of sets. There's no hair and makeup. There's no wardrobe.
Wow,
so
ini
really fast, and we'll go through about 35 pages in a day. Working in TV or film, we'll probably do 6 pages a day. It's kind of acting boot camp.
It's like working out constantly. I mean, you're doing this thing and then you got to do something
ini
that's
bapak polisi kita ya.
back to back to back. And so that kind of process of working is very challenging, but it's also very exciting because you just have to keep coming up with new ideas, and your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
You shot that girl, for fuck's sake.
It was a machine that looked like a girl. Yeah, I know what I should have done. I just told you I couldn't. All right, I'm sorry. The fact that David Cage, he's telling like many stories interwoven from beginning to end is super complicated and super impressive. And I have no idea how he keeps it all in his head.
He's not just the writer or the director who's seeing this from the outside eye. He's also thinking about the player walking through the space. You know, only somebody who really loves not the work, but like these characters.
Jadi bagi pembaca mungkin kalian bisa untuk lebih menghormati pembuatan game. Sebab itu nggak sesimpel yang kalian duga. Sebagus apapun gamenya, sejelek apapun gamenya, kita mesti bisa menghormati. Sebab itu ada lisensinya. Itu adalah hasil kerja suatu tim. Jadi ya minimal kita belilah ya, jangan kita baca teman-teman ya. Bayangin aja teman-teman, jika kalian lah yang membuat game itu, jika kalian punya suatu hasil atas kerja kalian, misalnya kalian adalah penyanyi, kalian mempunyai album, lagu dan lain-lain, kemudian lagu itu dibajak, kan nggak enak ya. Meskipun bagi kalian mungkin nggak ngefek sih, cuman tetap aja nggak enak gitu.
the city is really strong.
Susah membangun sifat ya teman-teman ya. Sifat yang baik itu susah dibangun kalau nggak sejak dini dan dengan melakukan hal yang sangat sederhana sekali. Jika kalian untuk beli lagu aja nggak mau ya gimana gitu.
The potential of Detroit as a city is.
Kemudian suatu saat kalian pengen meminta suatu keadilan, nggak bisa, kalian aja nggak mau adil pada suatu hal yang sudah terjadi, pada hasil yang dikerjakan oleh teman-teman kita yang lain yang dalam bidang game, musik, seni, seperti lukisan dan lain-lain.
I think that a group that feels marginalized feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them and are trying to figure
itu
out.
Gue nggak tahu sih itu lengket-lengket itu gimana itu lengketinnya ke mukanya itu gue nggak tahu.
Their slave, their toy.
It plays with your comfort levels. You think that
tapi yang gue pastiin sih pasti agak lengket ya, soalnya kalau nggak lengket kegoncang sedikit bulat-bulatnya itu bakal lepas sih.
For a bunch of machines? They are not machines. They are alive. I'm alive. You're alive. They're nothing.
There are lots of comparable comparisons to any type of persecution of religion, race, etc. dating way back. It can't just be a video game.
Katanya seperti perselisihan agama, suku, jadi ya dia ambil temanya seperti itulah. Cuma di sini kita ambil suku aja seperti manusia dan android, begitulah.
I think that's going to be very telling about the gamer. Very telling.
I think there's going to be a really strong reaction to this game, which has such a strong perspective. I'm that much more proud of it now to get to be a part of it because it's important.
In this game, you're actively building and designing the character through not just what kind of shield does he have.
Game ini didesain untuk membentuk sifat kalian teman-teman yang mainin. Jadi bukan masalah endingnya bagus, tapi kita menciptakan ending yang berbeda sesuai dengan sifat dan pemahaman kita masing-masing dan juga sesuai dengan hal-hal yang sudah kita putuskan ya dalam gamenya. Jadi gue ingetin sekali lagi, ini bukan masalah happy ending atau bad endingnya, tetapi bagaimana jika kamu ada di posisi seperti itu ya. Oke, kita akan menemui 3 tokoh utamanya teman-teman. Yuk kita langsung lihat aja bagaimana. Wow.
My name is Marcus.
My name is Connor.
My name is Kara. I am one of them. This is our story.
Oke, dimulai dengan namaku adalah
who Kara is,
dan ini adalah kisah kami.
Playing her, because you have the option to make her multiple different people depending on the choices she makes. But I think she does start out incredibly naive, incredibly innocent, and kind of hapless.
I'm sure we used to be friends
Jadi
before I was
dia bilang kalau sifatnya itu naif, polos dan tidak bersalah teman-teman ya.
I think by empathy.
Itu sifatnya.
She's a person who really she just comes from her heart.
You'll never leave me, right?
Yang dia itu betul-betul menggunakan hatinya teman-teman.
Are you okay? Are you hurt? Wait a minute. Leave her alone. Leave her alone.
The really beautiful thing that I've had the gift to be able to do is to essentially build a person from the ground up, because that's what she's doing throughout the game. And with every experience she has and every person she meets, she's building, first emotions and then the sense of judgment. And it's sort of an exploration of what it is to be a human.
Don't worry. Luther and I will be right here.
Hal yang cukup bagus adalah di mana android mempunyai emosi seperti manusia.
David and the creators have painted a really intriguing and engaging picture of a near future where we rely upon androids for a lot of our service class business, or the class that serves us, that helps us, that handles our baristas and our drivers and our housemaids, and what is
gue nggak nyangka sih itu pakai kayak mainan-mainan gitu. Gue sangka
we treat each other the way that we do.
Ya minimal ada makanan apa gitu, atau betul-betul dituang ya minumnya itu. Gue nggak nyangka.
Becoming deviant, realizing that he actually has feelings and human qualities inside of him, and it's a really incredible ascension into becoming fully realized and coming to terms with what you actually deserve better than this in life.
Jadi dia bilang kalau menjadi defiant atau pelakunya adalah hal di mana kita itu mengetahui bahwa kita mempunyai sifat dan bahwa kita hidup dan kita ingin kehidupan yang lebih baik lagi. Jadi menjadi manusia ya, menjadi defiant.
I think that a group that feels marginalized, feels disenfranchised, feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them, and are trying to figure out a way to articulate how to get freedom.
Connor is analytical.
Ini yang ketiga.
Connor takes things literally. He starts in the beginning place where he's very mechanical. He feels nothing inside, of course, and it's all just a system, a protocol that he is executing to get whatever he wants to happen, which is help humans stop deviants and to find the link between deviant androids.
You were designed to serve humans, not
Oke,
kill
dia
them.
itu basically adalah suatu mesin di mana dia itu didesain untuk membantu kepolisian untuk menangkap defiant dan menghubungkan segala kasus atau hubungannya dengan defiant.
But of
Seperti
course,
itu.
over the course of the story, and depending on the player's choices, Connor can grow in many different ways. He can deviate from that.
Jadi sifatnya itu tergantung pada kalian yang main.
Am I a living being?
Sesuai dengan yang kalian inginkan atau kalian ambil, teman-teman ya. Di let's play gua pakai dia untuk melawan Markus. Gua asumsi bahwa dia melaksanakan tugasnya sebagai membantu manusia untuk melawan pelakunya atau defiant. Dan di video tayangan ulang gua mengubah dia menjadi defiant, jadi anak buah Markus ya. Jadi bersama-sama kita ingin membebaskan bangsa kita sama-sama. Jadi gua ubah gitu ya. Oke, yang ini apa?
Game after game, we try to challenge ourselves.
Oke, dia ngomongin masalah game-game yang lain juga dan tujuan game ini kayaknya.
A story that would be incredibly bending, which means the most non-linear story that we've ever created, and we wanted really the player to have the possibility to change the story, change his own journey.
When you're writing at Quantic, you're writing for an interactive medium.
Jadi dia mempunyai story yang banyak dan bisa menyatu dan banyak perbedaan ya di tiap hal
But
gitu.
ultimately you have to decide what happens and you just show the audience. What's interesting about interactive drama is you bring the player into that conversation, and it changes your job slightly as a writer, because your job is to provide a narrative context in which the player can write his own story. You're giving him this kind of narrative Lego that he's going to snap together into his own shape. You also have the ability to make your audience attach themselves to your characters, because
jadi pemainnya mengizinkan atau diizinkan untuk membuat suatu kisah sehingga yang nonton itu mempunyai pemahaman yang beda-beda, teman-teman. Jadi ya balik lagi, ini bukan masalah best endingnya, tetapi bagaimana kita YouTuber itu kayak menyajikan game ini dengan baik sesuai dengan yang kita inginkan kepada kalian. Itu tujuannya ya.
Between 4,000 and 5,000 pages. Everything becomes bigger because we don't just tell one story, but we tell all the possible stories.
Jadi kenapa kok detail banget sih? Soalnya pihak Quantic ini dia itu mempertimbangkan segala sesuatu kemungkinan yang bakal terjadi. Makanya banyak sekali semacam apa ya, kisah-kisah yang nggak bisa kita duga gitu, teman-teman ya. Istilahnya kayak gitu.
And help the player understand who his character is, and build that character moment to moment.
Dan membuat pemainnya itu mengenali sifat tokoh-tokohnya dan membuat tokoh-tokohnya mempunyai sifat atau membentuk sifatnya seperti yang kalian inginkan. Wow.
On est parti avec l'intention assez. We started with the intention pretty early on that we would never lie to the player. So we implemented a visible tree structure in the game that players can consult during a scene or at the end of it, which shows exactly what they did and what they missed. There are games out there offering world exploration. We offer narrative exploration.
You know, keeping control of such a wide and large story is
Buset.
a huge challenge. So
Itu dialog-dialognya teman-teman, gila banyak banget itu.
Because you will need to shoot many different versions of each dialogue, of each scene.
Dan ini lagi latihan acting ya kayaknya ya.
Because of the style of the game, you have so many different ways that the character can go. Every decision, it's what I call kind of choose your own adventure. Like every decision that the player makes, it's going to open up 40 more pages of material and experience that ties in, which means as a performer, you have to try to continue to make things feel real that the player might not ever see, but also that in
Dan
performance
ini
it's not always
dilakukan
connected
dengan
to
usaha yang
previous
maksimal sehingga
it's grueling, it's hard
kita tuh
work.
bisa menikmati
It's a great
bahwa
team and, I enjoy doing it.
kejadian yang di gamenya itu semacam kejadian yang nyata gitu teman-teman ya.
Step outside of my own experience and even in a lot of ways my own process and be able to step outside of that and okay, this is something new. What do you need? How do I meet you there? How do I give you what you need and still feel like I'm doing
jadi ini
what's
semacam
right?
ada sesuatu yang kamu inginkan, bagaimana kamu mendapatkannya dan apa aja yang dibutuhkan untuk mendapatkan hal itu. Jadi ini membuat kita pemainnya untuk mendapatkan ide-idenya dan imajinasi teman-teman mengenai apa yang bakal kita lakukan gitu.
Remember, there's nothing on the left. That's a wall, so it's probably all there. And then make her come first, close. But I think you would go first to check.
Nah, ini lagi dibimbing ya, actingnya kayak gimana. Ini yang slotku kan.
The most enjoyable thing about working in performance capture on this kind of project is that if I shot a film, I would get to do one of these endings. I get to do so many different things as Connor. Your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep
Hal yang unik adalah kalau ini adalah sebuah film, dia itu melakukan satu kali action atau acting untuk satu kali ending. Tapi di sini betul-betul unik di mana dia melakukan berbagai macam hal dalam satu scene atau satu actingan ya.
In these different rings of the tree as the story grows out, I know where that is physically in my body, and then I can switch more continually on set, and it'll be entirely up to the player to determine what order those things come out and what they look like from a distance. Like if you're playing through it, the culmination of all of that will be their version of Connor. I'm faster than you, and I don't feel pain. You don't stand a chance against me.
Listen, asshole. If it was up to me, I'd throw the lot of you in a dumpster and light a match to it.
Shooting action scenes at Quantic Dream is a real challenge because these are scenes where the storytelling has to continue. It's not an action scene just to have a dose of adrenaline. The stunts have huge consequences on the rest of the story. It's really a moment where we implicate the player and tell him that the choices he makes during an action scene will have a direct impact on the evolution of his story.
My biggest challenge on Detroit has been managing the large number of animations that we received from motion capture.
Oke, dia bagian animasi, bagian pendetilannya ya.
37,000 animations, which is a huge amount to handle on a daily basis.
Di game ini ada 7.000 animasi teman-teman yang menjadikan game ini betul-betul sangat detail sekali.
This also means that we had to think of, conceive, and produce all the potential story paths, the characters' costumes, the places, day or night,
dan dia
the
membuat
weather.
semuanya
Did the character
indah
get shot in the shoulder?
untuk kostum
Did
dan
he get
lain-lain,
injured?
kota,
All this
desain dan
consistency
lain-lain.
forced us to produce a lot of
Semuanya
graphic assets in
dilakukan
order
dengan
to,
maksimal
quite
untuk
simply,
menghasilkan
allow
hasil
the
yang
player
maksimal
to
juga
have true
teman-teman.
continuity throughout the story.
Honestly, we were even surprised by the challenges that come with such a big tree structure. And we did our best to guarantee quality across all the
Jadi di sini dia bekerja untuk bisa apa ya, menjamin kualitas gitu loh untuk game Detroit Become Human, dan di sini kita bisa lihat bahwa kualitasnya sudah cukup terjamin teman-teman ya, bugnya nggak ada dan detailnya bagus banget. Oke.
Detroit Become Human was produced over a period of 4 years. Here in Paris, we have a team of about 180 people, and to that, we need to add also the outsourcing.
Dikembangkan paling nggak 4 tahun ya fokusnya ya game ini.
And in India.
So when we started working on this story, I had to imagine where Kara was built. And
awalnya dia mengimajinasi bagaimana dibuat kotanya, seperti apa kotanya,
itself full of history and themes. So we traveled there with the team, and we were really moved by what we saw, and we could really feel the desire to fight and really be born again. And we just continued this curve, this growth, and just imagine what Detroit would be like if the android.
Jadi dia mengimajinasikan nanti kedepannya itu kayak gimana sih bentuk-bentuknya gitu.
A very strong element in Detroit is that there's a lot of industrial wasteland and a lot of nature too. And for us, the graphic designers, it was an incredible playground. The destroyed zones which we wanted to preserve, we appropriated them to turn into something else. Then in the areas that needed to be rebuilt, we were able to imagine our Detroit of the future.
Nah, dia juga imajinasi mengenai Detroit di masa depan ya, kayak gimana bentuknya.
If we chose science fiction, we could have imagined flying cars, extraterrestrials, but those things are very far from our current everyday life.
Dia juga sempat sih untuk mobil terbang dan lain-lain, tapi kayaknya masih kejauhan. Nggak mungkin sih 20 tahun lagi dapat kayak gitu. Jadi dia nggak pakai kayak gitu, teman-teman.
The difficulty we had was sticking to reality. That is to say, technology becoming more and more invisible.
Yang paling susah adalah menjadikan itu nyata. Soalnya teknologi itu aneh-aneh. Makanya kita nggak bisa pastiin gitu loh. Makanya dia sulitnya itu adalah menjadikan teknologi itu nyata. Tapi bisa aja loh teman-teman, melalui game kayak gini nanti di masa depan tuh bakal kayak masuk di idenya gitu loh, menciptakan semacam android, semacam benda-benda apa gitu buat masa depan.
The goal was to create something familiar which we can identify with in this future setting. Working on the artistic direction for the androids was a bit special because this is a project about the place they could occupy in the human world. It was out of the question for them to be too beautiful or too perfect. They had to correspond to every social class, rich and poor.
Wow.
Inspired by everyday utilitarian clothes, I brought a modern touch by adding dynamic display surfaces, the armband we can see on the side, the triangle on the front and back, and LED. Like that, there's no confusion.
Mestinya dibuat banyak kostumnya mestinya ya.
All right, ma'am. We need to go.
You can't do that. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Once we cast the actors, we travel to meet them in order to scan their faces. We record the structure of their face with the scan.
Awalnya susah untuk men-scan wajah dan bagian tubuh pemainnya.
Once we have this information, we will use this as a basis for modeling and creating the characters. The artist will make it more realistic, but will also enrich it. He will propose ideas which we will develop together. Finally, we will have a character with character who corresponds to the project and the world.
Susah tuh desainnya teman-teman.
When the actors come to Quantic Dream, we show them the design, what their image will be, and what they will look like in the game. This extra information gives them another dimension and color to connect with emotionally. It helps them think about how to play their character.
Your mission. That's all you care about, huh?
You should consult a professional who can help you.
Beat it, you hear me? Get the hell out of here.
So there are 3 types of shoots at Quantic Dream. Shooting and performance capture, where you capture the whole actor, his voice, his face, and his body. These shoots are obviously done with American actors because the game's original version is in American English. After that, there are the body-only shoots, representing around 250 days of filming.
Jadi awalnya itu pembuatannya itu adalah men-shooting semuanya untuk bunyi,
there are the action shoots and the technical shoots, which are
tubuh,
mokit shoots.
mimik dan lain-lain.
Mokit is when the
Tapi
player
kemudian
controls a character
di-shooting
on the
dalam
screen
hal tubuhnya
and he
aja
moves in an
teman-teman.
environment to explore it. This is of particular importance at Quantic Dream, and therefore we shoot a lot to offer a unique context for each scene and each character.
Semoga aja ya Quantic ini bisa mempertahankan kualitasnya teman-teman ya. Jadi seolah-olah game ini bagus tapi nanti bahaya untuk kedepannya, yaitu adalah kualitasnya, jangan sampai dia nge-down ya.
So that we get the most out of the shooting day. This often means shooting scenes out of order, especially those with big props or accessories like a big car, for example.
Banyak benda yang dipakai untuk syuting ya.
So we shoot all the animations related to that particular prop first.
Awalnya
The
gitu,
biggest challenge for the
PS3-nya masih
mocap
jelek
team
banget.
was shooting a
Waktu di PS4
Spider-Man
sudah
mocap.
bagus.
We had to build a wall and attach an actor to a harness with cables so we could pull him up and render him climbing.
The shooting on this game took about, I would say, more than a year, maybe 1 and 2 years, with about 300 actors on set. So it's quite a massive
Syutingnya
production.
doang
But
paling
so
nggak
much
2 tahun
happened
lebih
on the
dikit.
set, between the stunts and the shootings with a little girl and all these great actors that we had. It was really a very, very memorable journey for the team and for myself.
Dan itu gak bisa dilupakan ya teman-teman ya,
Today, Detroit
syutingnya
has
itu.
over 37,000 animations. When we retrieve the motion capture data, it's just a cloud of points, which represent all the markers worn by the actors. From this cloud of points, we have a phase called retargeting, which
Dalam
gives us a
datanya
skeleton.
kayak ada
The
bintik-bintik
skeleton will
doang.
be applied to the characters of the game.
Gila.
There is still work to be done, but this gives us the main
Susahnya minta ampun.
Since we are working on something very realistic, we must recognize the actor and also recover all the emotion he expresses in his performance. We use a system of facts,
Wait.
an identity card for each actor. We make the actor do a whole range of facial expressions.
Okay.
Then we recover all the expressions and paste the animations on a puppet that Jan has prepared. I then recover and refine these poses. I might stretch the lip, reinflate a cheek, tiny details that make the finished product really capture the actor.
Detail banget ya, mimik
Because of the
mukanya.
nature of our mocap system today, when we receive the animations, we're missing eye movements, and so the character has that dead look. He really has no eyes, so then it's a big part of the work for the animators to find the regard of the actor in relation to his position, in relation to the body, etc.
It was
Jadi banyak pembuat game itu miss dalam satu hal, yaitu adalah mengenai mimik matanya. Jadi banyak yang nggak detail sih kalau dia bilang.
It looked so much like me. It was the fact that it looked so lifelike. It wasn't that it looked just like it was a camera, it was something else, you know, but it looked alive. It's exciting and it's kind of terrifying.
Game after game, we learned the rules of optics and filming, and our goal with Detroit Become Human was to have cameras that would actually emulate the optics of a real physical camera.
Wow.
So basically dealing with real-world imperfections was our main
Jadi
task.
bukan cuma masalah pengakuan dan lain-lain, tapi yang susah lagi adalah angle teman-teman ya, di mana
Once the
angle-nya mesti
animations are
bagus
shot
seolah-olah
and
seperti
processed by
film.
the animation department, integrated and polished, we film them. That is to say, we really do a mise en scène, as in cinema. The real difficulty of our job is to know if these cameras are telling us something. Are they in the emotion of the scene? Do they describe exactly what the action must convey, what must be felt? The most important challenge for me was one of the final scenes where Marcus decides to start the revolution and go to the battlefield. Very quickly, we imagine this to be a huge
Hal yang paling
sequence
susah
shot.
bagi dia adalah bagian
We
di
wanted
mana
the feeling of
Marcus
the cameraman running behind
endingnya
us,
itu.
while showing Marcus,
Itu
the
susah
androids
dia.
who help him, the person shooting at us, etc. Above all, it was necessary to say to oneself, this scene is very violent but does not glorify war. On the contrary, that war is something improbable and absurd. It was really a fun challenge.
The idea was to say we have 3 characters. We would like each of them to have a specific cinematography. We wanted Kara to be much more filmed with some kind of handheld camera, to have something very living, very breathing. For Connor, we wanted something very cold and very perfect. And for Marcus, we wanted something epic and spectacular. So it was about the filming, but it was also about the photography. So we worked with a director of photography to give each character a different lighting, different key colors. Each of them would have their own worlds. And finally, we worked with the composers, so they would create a specific sound for each character. So each would have his own world and his own style.
Wow. Hebat banget, asli hebat banget teman-teman. Oke teman-teman, tadi kita sudah menyaksikan banyak hal, dimana intinya adalah pembuatan game ini nggak sesimpel itu, apalagi game ini mempunyai banyak ending, banyak kemungkinan malah makin kompleks, makin pusing dibandingkan game-game yang lain. Dan gue salut dimana ada tokoh-tokoh yang bisa acting banyak hal dan acting apapun itu dengan scene atau kejadian yang macam-macam, dan wow, itu susah setengah mati loh. Jadi kadang-kadang kalau kalian lihat di film, satu tokoh itu jadi satu sifat istilahnya kayak gitu. Dan di sini dia bisa memainkan banyak sifat dan itu betul-betul cool, betul-betul hebat, dan dia bertahan paling enggak 8 tahun ya untuk mengerjakan game ini. Jadi untuk menjadikan game ini menjadi sempurna sekali membutuhkan waktu yang cukup panjang, dan hasilnya betul-betul tidak bisa dibuat main-main. Hasilnya minta ampun bagus teman-teman. Dan di sini teman-teman, gua akan lanjutin lagi sisa videonya, paling enggak ada 5 lagi di next episode, sebab di sini sudah lama banget ya teman-teman ya. Dan di sini kayaknya sih judulnya mulai asik-asik ya. Jadi ada Chloe, ada Kamski dan lain-lain, dan semoga aja kalian suka dengan gua membuat konten kayak gini, dan gua emang mengeksplor hal-hal yang ada di game ini. Oke teman-teman, thank you bagi kalian sudah nonton. Jangan lupa subscribe, like, share, komen video jika kalian suka. Ketemu lagi dengan gua di next video. God bless you and bye bye.
Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly.